All right, and action.
And go.
Okay.
Take one. Oh, I was just showing. I was showing
you.
you.
You got poop.
It's not. It's drool from Winston.
Oh, okay.
When I was petting him, it's all the stuff. I'm sharing my poo with you. Hold my hand.
Oh man, buggies. We thought we would do a little different backdrop today. A little different.
Thought y'all might miss the shenanigans.
Yeah.
You might not.
I really like having them enclosed.
Yes.
You let them out yesterday?
Oh, he was so annoyed.
No, I wasn't like so annoyed. At the end, I was annoyed. I was like, let's just put them back in the pen because
they like to follow us and go up to.
It's the trailer.
It's the trailer.
It's going up to the trailer and just that's my no-go zone. You do not go to the trailer.
Yep.
It's bad enough that the chickens go there. But we'll fix that.
Yes.
We're getting there.
We got this.
We're making good progress on getting our animals, our fowl.
Enclosed.
Yeah, I was trying to come up with a clever thing. I really can't come up with clever things fast enough. Our fowl. Yeah, I got nothing.
Fowl accommodations.
All right. We said we were going to talk about the weekend today. Yesterday we said we were going to talk about the weekend today. Right?
Yes.
What is this? Forgive me. It's been a long day. It's been a long day.
It has been a long day.
Thanks for right behind you guys. You're missing out on the scene of Winston pooping.
Yep. Just right there. Thanks, buddy.
Everybody poops.
Everybody poops. We just get, 100 times multiplied.
Yeah. The Jack.
Yes.
Yeah, the one that's over there. He's trying to learn how to mount the hens.
Yeah.
And it's so awkward at first because they just don't know how to do it, so they're so violent about it.
Yeah.
Poor things.
I wouldn't say violent. They're just clumsy. You think they're violent?
Well, I would say violent. That's why I said it, because they tear out the feathers. They grab onto them and they don't let go, and their head's like trying to run away. And
yeah. Nobody knows what's happening.
My socks inside out.
Hi, bud. You're a little loud there.
Yeah.
He wants to say hello. This
weekend was a productive weekend.
It was.
And today was semi-productive. I really spent, so was it this weekend that I got I figured out how to do the mechanism to lift the...
Our hand truck, basically. Oh, the mechanism and the device.
Yeah, I figured out how to lift the coops so they could be on wheels easily. And I got that installed on 2. I installed it on the 3rd one today. 4th one will be tomorrow. And then, even when they're on wheels, so most people, put wheels in the back and then they just lift it up with a rope or a chain or something. These are semi-permanent coops.
They're heavy.
They're meant to be heavy because we want them to be secure.
Yeah, we don't want animals to be able to tip them over or windstorm to blow them down. So they're pretty sturdy.
They're very sturdy. They're very heavy. Even on wheels, they're very heavy. Yep. And so I needed to come up with a way to move them without just pulling on a rope or something and manually pull them, because that ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
I mean, it can happen like if we're gonna do just the length of it for like a chicken tractor type move.
Yeah.
But if we're gonna move them to a new location on the property, I'm not doing it by hand. And so I had to come up with a way to be able to move them. And I wanted to be able to have one device that could be both the thing that lifts it up to move it and that hooks it up to a tractor or to our lawnmower or to our bicycle or something and pulls it. And so I was able to come up with that. It took me a few iterations.
Just a few.
A few bent bolts and hooks and, a few broken pieces of wood.
It's fine.
But we got it.
But we got it.
We got it.
We got there.
So the video that's coming out for you guys today is going to be on my easy lift system for putting wheels, lifting the back of the coops. And then a future video, I'll show what I made basically for a dolly to pull, to lift the front and to pull it with the device.
Yep.
It was a lot.
Yep.
you know, it like I think I have an idea of how I want to do it, and I start making that, and then as I get into it, I'm like, yeah, that's not going to work. So I kind of improvise, and then the improvised didn't quite work out. Then you have to kind of improvise from there, and eventually it works.
Yeah, it's just, different iterations. You
Yeah.
just have to, come up with a concept
Yep.
and then start, I kept saying 80%'s enough, 80%'s enough. We just have to be able to move it. We can make it better later. We got there.
Yeah, no, we got past 80%.
Yeah, we definitely did.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was like, just get it close enough to let's test it and see what's wrong with it before it's fully completed is kind of, the whole concept behind that. So it was interesting. It was fun,
Yeah, so I have one full coop, one more coop that just needs
water.
the framing done.
Oh.
The framing, we have, and a door.
This one.
This coop behind us that the shenanigans are in, it needs the door, and then it'll be done.
Both doors. The egg door and the door.
The doors, okay.
Yeah, the doors, yeah.
Right, and then, so that'll be fully done. So the one that I worked on today, I put wheels on it, put the easy lift system on it. I'll do framing tomorrow. And I guess I'll work on the doors. And yesterday I started on the 5-gallon water bucket system with the little watering nipples.
Nipples, yeah. That we have had in a bag in our living room for about 4 months.
Yeah.
We've had this plan. It's just, getting there.
I don't know how people get it done so fast. It's just like, I watch other YouTubers.
Yeah.
And they just get things done so quickly, it seems like.
It seems like, yeah.
And maybe it's not reality, but like, how in the world do they get it done so fast? I feel like I used to be able to do that, but I can't anymore. It's so weird. I don't know.
Lots of different things. Could be multiple help, already have an idea, It's like, I think we try to build things from scratch because we get a lot of comments like, why don't you just do what so-and-so did? Or why don't you just go out and buy it? And it's like, because we want to learn and we want to kind of develop things the way we want them. Because it's like, yeah, that's a really cool concept and idea, and we may take parts of it. Because definitely, Living Traditions, the hoop coop design, we took quite a few ideas from them, but it was like, ooh, I'm not really liking exactly how they did that. I think this would work better for us, or where we put the nesting boxes or where we put something, because everyone's setup is a little different and how people like to do things is a little bit different. So that's what's so cool about YouTube is you can see or get an idea from somebody and make it your own. And I think even Bobblehead Homestead said he liked the way we did the doors on our hoop coops, and he may take a portion of that for his next iteration of a hoop coop. And he does hoop coops completely different. It's like, it's so cool that there's so many different ways that you can do the same thing and make it your own or make it work for you, for your terrain, right? I mean, because again, for your climate, for all the different things and all the different variations.
What materials you have on hand, how much you're willing to spend.
How much money you have.
How many trips to Lowe's you're willing to take.
How much frustration you're willing to endure. There's so many things.
There's a lot of things. There's a lot of factors that go into it.
At what point do you just buy a kit and make one?
Because we were doing that for a while.
Yeah.
Where we were just buying things because we just needed to get something in place.
Yeah.
But now we're to the point where like those Vever metal coops, those are great. But they're permanent.
Yeah. They're not going to be an easy move at all.
No, they won't be. And so we were thinking, well, we could just buy a bunch more of those and put them around for all the different chicken flocks that we have. But then that's where they stay.
Right.
And so the ones that we're building now, we want them to be semi-permanent. So there's just so many factors in how. Anyway, it's
how and why. And we're still, I mean, we're a little over 18 months into living here, and we still don't know where we want to live and where we permanently want to set things up. So it's like some things we're doing semi-permanent because we'd be okay if it stayed there, and other things we're not because we know or we're pretty certain that that's not where it's going to be permanently, or it's just we need to fix a field. Like this area, we put chicken tractors all through it. We put sheep all through it. And now the grass is good and it can be a pasture area for us. And so now we have other areas that's what we want to do.
Yeah.
So much.
It's a lot.
Everything's so complex when you actually break down the reasoning for, I guess, why things are done.
Yeah, and sometimes, quite honestly, I don't know why we're doing things. We just do it.
There are other times that it's like, just, you know what? We're tired of not having it. Here it is, and this is going to work for us for now.
There were some comments of like, you overthink things. Yes, sometimes I do,
Yes.
and sometimes I underthink things. I'm like, darn it. And sometimes I take longer than I want. Sometimes things happen very, very quickly. It's just kind of the way it goes.
Go from super impulsive to analysis paralysis.
Yeah.
Like it's both sides of the spectrum.
The lawnmower, the
Oh my
electric
goodness.
lawnmower, super impulsive. I'm like,
This is cool.
I want it.
It's here.
and I got it. And tractor, analysis paralysis.
Yep.
Such an analysis paralysis on a tractor.
Yeah.
Do I want a tractor? Do I want a skid steer? Do I want an excavator? Do I want a used? Do I want a new? Do I really want to spend the money? Do I just want to rent it? Like, I'm just not going to buy one.
It's to the point where we've been there and I'm ready to pull the trigger and it's like, nope.
No. And it'll happen.
Yeah,
It'll eventually happen. When like we were moving, what were we moving?
Compost, like all the soil and stuff.
We were moving compost, And I was like, you know what? My back hurts so bad. I am so tired of moving compost. Let's go right now. Let's go to the tractor store and just buy a tractor. And so we literally drove to Kubota and Mead Tractor, which was John Deere.
A John Deere one, yeah.
It was Saturday, and they close at 12.
And 2.
And 2.
So we had 30 minutes to make a decision, which not happening.
But I was ready right then and there to spend lots of money.
As long
I
as,
was like, no, I just can't do this.
Yep. And I was like, are we going to buy a tractor?
Almost, though.
I even was driving it. I'm like, this would work. We could make this one work.
It was close. It was really, really close.
And we got home and I'm like, okay, so which one are we going with? And you're like,
no, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that.
You know the emoji?
Yeah, that's how I feel too. Inside my head, that's how I feel too. But it's just, I don't know. It's like with the whole track, this is a very random episode of where does the conversation go? We don't know.
Yep. You know.
But like with the tractor, I realize that things aren't getting cheaper.
Yep.
And $1 today is less expensive than $1 tomorrow. I realize that. And like with John Deere, you can do 0% financing, and more than likely, we will still be able to sell the tractor for how much we owe on the tractor
when the
time comes. And so it'll basically cost us just the monthly payment rental, you know.
Yep.
But no, I just don't want to do it. It's just so weird. I don't know.
Yet there's other things I know the second they're released, you're going to go get them like that.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, they're yes. Well, it really does depend. She's talking about, so we have a Greenworks zero turn electric lawnmower. You guys all know that. We love that thing.
Love it.
That thing is a beast. We use it every single day. We've had it for a little over a little over a year.
Yeah.
A year and October, so a year and 5 months.
Yep.
And we've already put 510 hours on it. We use it all the time.
Yep.
Greenworks next year is coming out with an electric UTV.
Side by side.
Side by side. Yep, with a dump trailer.
Cool, so cool.
She's alluding to the fact that when that releases, if it's not too expensive, I'm probably just going to buy it.
Yep.
And you're probably right. Because we use that thing. We use the lawnmower to move ourselves and stuff around so much. We use it more for that than we do for lawn mowing.
Yeah, we do. And we also we really do like the electric. As you've watched us, we have electric chainsaws, we have electric power tools, like the majority of our things are electric. That's just, we prefer them. Part of it's the noise, part of it's the convenience.
Less maintenance.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, I mean, there's a multitude of reasons, and this is a polarizing topic because some people are very much gas-powered, some are very electric.
Yeah.
We'll use both, but our preference, specifically for the noise alone.
Correct. Yeah. I want to
electric.
put it out there that personally, I am not buying electric thinking that it's going to save our planet or that it's some sort of environmental thing. Because I know the manufacturing of electronic devices and batteries is just as eco-unfriendly as fossil fuel burning tools and burning of fossil fuels. I get that. I didn't buy it for the whole and save the environment thing. I bought it because I don't have to go into town to get fuel for it. There's less maintenance on it, which is huge. I can charge it for free from my solar stuff that I have, and it's quiet.
The quiet is, I think, for me, the biggest.
Because I don't mind getting on or using power tools early in the morning or late at night or whatever, because it's quiet.
It's not disruptive. Like when our neighbors get on their side-by-side, we know the second they turn it on and where they're...
Because the dogs bark at them.
Well, I can hear it even before the dogs bark. But yeah, it's just, they're so loud. And our property, we're in a valley, it echoes. And the noise
they hear us, we hear them.
Yeah,
it's just what it is.
It's just one of those things.
We don't mind the noise of their stuff. That's not, it's just, it's a different sound.
It's just for me, like if I'm on it, if I can hear theirs from, a quarter mile away, if I'm on it, I just know it's going to be too loud.
Yeah.
That's all I'm at.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Not anything against anyone else's.
Right, yeah, I hear you.
And we do random things late at night, so it'd be nice to have something quiet and not have to worry about disrupting people.
Yeah.
So this weekend, eh?
You're leaving Sunday.
I am.
And I think what our goal is this week is to get all of the chickens moved into their mostly permanent locations.
Their next phase, but some of them will be completely their permanent locations, and some are still a grow out. We still got a few that are grow outs.
Yeah, so we just have a few. So I need to finish all the coops. I need to finish the waterers, and then we can place them and put them in their almost permanent coops.
Yeah.
Separate the flocks into their permanent flocks.
Their breeding pairs.
Get rid of the roosters that we don't need.
Yep. I've posted on Marketplace, I have extra roosters. Anyone need extra roosters?
Yeah.
We've got some beautiful ones that I am so bummed that they became a rooster because we just don't need to keep them.
Yeah.
We just have too many. This last batch that we hatched out, it was almost a 50-50 and it was 20. So that's like,
it's a lot of roosters.
10 extra roosters than we need.
Yeah. And definitely don't want.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
And they're just really honestly too young to process. In my opinion, it's like they're so small still. They look big, but when you process them, they're so small. Yeah, so I'd prefer if somebody needs a rooster in the local area that there's nothing wrong with them. It's just we don't need them.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to hopefully give them away first, and if not, we'll have to end up processing them.
Yeah. Giving them away and being careful, right, about where they go.
Yeah.
So anyway, so that's kind of the goal this week, is to get all of the chicken arrangements done, get the watering system, and then also I need to build a brooder. I want to build a big brooder that can be sectioned off.
Yes.
Because right now we have 30 to 40, almost 40 chicks in our RV and 2 separate brooders.
Too many.
And they're quickly growing.
Yes.
And I'm tired of having chicks in our RV.
Yes.
But we couldn't have chicks in the house this time because we had the issue with the snake.
Yeah, so
I'm going to build a a snake-proof, rat-proof, rodent-proof.
Yeah. A safe brooder.
And so that's all of this week, and I'm trying to hustle as much as I can, but not trying to hustle so much to where I just make mistakes like I was doing today.
Yeah.
And
I was just going to say, small update, you didn't go to your doctor, they canceled on you?
They rescheduled, yes. And it's not this Thursday, it's next Thursday.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not in 2 days, it's while I'm gone. Yep.
Right, yeah.
Yep.
Okay. They apparently, there's some scheduling issue, and since it's my first visit with a doctor, he wanted to spend more time with me to really get to know me, and he just didn't have that ability today, so they rescheduled.
Yep.
But I did get the oil changed. I did get the tires rotated. I did go to Lowe's again and got more supplies.
Oh, good.
And I spent a lot of time in town.
Yes, you did. I got off I had back-to-back meetings from 10 a.m. all the way through. My last meeting ended at 6:15. So that is insane to be on a computer in meetings, just calling in. And I had to present in 4 of them, and they were hour-long sessions. And lead the conversation, be the presenter, move all the slides, make sure everyone had all their questions answered. And so it's like, I get outside at 6:15 tonight. And I'm like, well, I should probably start, doing the chores. It's, about that time. I'm a little past due, and Kinsley's probably hungry. And I come outside, and Levi comes up to me, and I start petting him. And then all of a sudden, Winston comes around the corner, and I'm like, wait, I haven't seen Kinsley in hours.
Where's my husband?
And then I'm like, is the truck even here? I was like, he's not back yet?
I did from 10 to 2:30. I worked on the last coop.
Yep.
2:30, drove into town. 3:15 to about 4:45, 5 o'clock was the truck appointment, because I had them look at a couple things besides the oil change. And then from 5 to whatever, I was at Lowe's trying to figure out how to do the watering system in a cheap manner. We'll talk more about that later.
Yep.
And then I drove home. So it was just one of those.
Yep. I just was like, oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So one of those days.
It happens.
Yep.
So back at it tomorrow.
Yep.
My work week should be mellowing. I shouldn't say that out loud. I'll go back in and there'll be like 6 new meetings.
Did you just knock on wood?
I did. I knocked on wood.
Oh, man. You're shot.
It's been a day, so.
Okay, let's end it here. We'll talk more tomorrow. Let's get some rest.
Yeah. Whoo, power down.
We'll see you later.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.
Kinsley, you were such a good girl. You did such a good job. Look at you. You just laid there the whole time.